Welcome back to today's podcast here on 55 Up to No Good. Today we're talking about the highly anticipated project coming out of the facilities department, the paving of Leisure World Blvd. We're here with Justin from the facilities department, the department head, and he's here to answer any and all questions, all concerns that anyone has had about this massive undertaking. Justin, welcome.
Welcome. Good morning. How are you?
Good. Excited to kind of get into this and answer some of the questions that people have been asking.
Excited?
Trying to be.
No. It's an exciting time. This project is huge. We're talking a $3.1 million project that, of course, encompasses Leisure World Blvd,
right,
which are our main thoroughfares. So wanted to get with you today and kind of talk about some of the scheduling and some of the high-level stuff that's going to be going on, and hopefully that the residents listen to this, get a better understanding of how this project works, and if they don't, then they know where to find me. So
right, they do know where to find you.
Yeah.
Do you want to start with why this is an important thing and how often we repave Leisure World Blvd, or?
So for Leisure World Blvd, I don't think it's ever been repaved.
Wow.
I think it's been overlaid. So when we say overlay, what they do is they take a thin layer of asphalt and kind of just, it fills in the cracks and stuff like that. But as far as it being down to the dirt, right, and relayed, I don't think that's ever been that way. So It's going to be interesting to see what we find when we start chewing up the road, but we get that every year. So we're well prepared to take on any curveball that the roads decide to throw at me.
And you mentioned this is how much money went into this project?
So it's a little under 3.1 million. So
that is...
It's a massive project. And there's a lot of stuff that goes into it. It's not just the paving of Leisure World Blvd. We're also repaving there at Via Norte. Mm-hmm. So the Via Norte side of the road, not up where the gate's at, but across Leisure World Blvd, that has all the houses right there as you get to the four-way stop. That's going to be redone. We're going to be seal coating and crack filling everything we did 2 years ago.
Wow.
So the cycle goes, when you lay asphalt, you let it cure for 2 years, and you put your seal coat on the top of it to seal in and everything. And then after that, it's every 3 years after that. So it's 2 years after the reconstruction and every 3 years after that to maintain the roads, which we have all that planned and ready to go. But in this year, again, we're starting on, I got the schedule we don't have the maps yet. We should have the maps this week. I have a pre-construction meeting on Wednesday with YSC, who won the paving award. And then our engineers, Michael Frank, will be here to kind of go over scheduling and all that stuff. But the schedule's been put together. I'm very happy with it. It's very aggressive. The plan is to be done. It's to start April 15th, and we start always with concrete repairs. So the concrete repairs are any curbings that we need to take care of, valley gutters that are in the roads that you see, that you go through the 4 ways or 2 ways, and then you boop over them. So all that will work, and we're also adding the ADA ramps as part of the sidewalk project into this project. So we've moved some money around to accommodate that. So especially along Leisure World Blvd. So I'll just kind of run through real quick, just kind of how this is going to go at a high level. So the concrete repairs will start April 15th, and they'll go till May 10th. Then we're looking at so on the schedule it says Community Road, but that's Via Norte. We're going to start milling it on the 29th of April. It takes 3 days to grade, get it to where we need to go, and then we'll pave it on May 3rd. And then that'll be for people to be able to go on it and stuff like that. The main loop phase 1, so then that's Leisure World Blvd. So that's coming from 61st down to the southern wall. So when you come into Leisure World and you're heading towards the southern wall, it will be the right-hand side, the side of the road on the right-hand side going towards District 1. So from there to there, we're looking at starting milling on, we'll mill May 6th and 7th. We'll grade for about it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 days of grading because it's such a long stretch. And then there's so on Leisure World Boulevard, when we do the asphalt on like Via Norte, that only gets 3 inches of asphalt put into it. So you tear it up, you make sure the road's stabilized, and then you put 3 inches of asphalt. Since Leisure World Boulevard is our main thoroughfare and gets all the traffic, we put a paved base course down, and so that'll take May 14th and 15th. So that's about a 1 inch, and then we'll put 3 inches on. So Leisure World Boulevard will be, when it's all said and done, 4 inches compared to the side roads that we have in Leisure World. And that's just because of the weight it takes in the amount of traffic. Yeah. And then going from Southern Wall back up to 61st Street will begin on May 22nd and 23rd, and we should be done there June 6th. And then starting June 11th, the striping will start. And so that's the reconstruction. And then the crack fill and seal coating that we talked about that we did 2 years ago, it will start on April 29th and for the crack fill, so 29th and 30th. And then we have about roughly 17 days of seal coating to do. So what will happen there is the roads that'll be on the map, there'll be a 24-hour closure. So my staff will go out door to door, let those people know that are affected. Please you're going to be getting seal coated on this day. Please have your cars if you have to leave out of here on these side roads over here, and then they'll seal it. Then the next morning come open it back up to them. So we've gone through this every 3 years I've been here, and then the 3 years prior to me being here. So it's really nothing new, but it is going to be a major inconvenience. And then when we're talking about Leisure World Boulevard, it is imperative that the residents understand that what is usually 2 lanes of traffic is now going to be 1 lane with 2 lanes of traffic going in the opposite direction. So if they can avoid being in those areas, I would say please go out North Gate, South Gate, go around it. If we're up at 61st Street, drive around District 7, come out District 1, and then go out Power Road. But if you can avoid it, great. We will keep you updated as to, because we will, as we're passing Via Norte on Leisure World Boulevard, we will have to shut the traffic. We'll have to shut the gate down. Same at Power Road. So other than that, just safety, and please follow the speed limit or go slower. So, because I don't want to have any accidents and stuff like that, especially at night too, because that's going to be the biggest key. Yeah.
So with this being in April and May, are you nervous about the weather, about monsoons? You're kind of beating it a little bit, but we've had a wet March, and today it's raining.
Right. So we've had a wet winter, very cold and wet. So I am hoping, I told this to my wife the other day, yesterday when we got up on Easter Sunday and it was raining, it's got till the 14th.
To get it out.
The good Lord needs to give me, because we're looking at, to do all this, we're really looking at April 15th to June 15th. So the goal is, we're aggressive. It's a lot of work. The good thing is we can chew up a lot of road because it's a straight shot. Yeah. The biggest thing unknown is the state. There's 2 things in doing roads. 2 things that can slow you up. Either is the stabilization. So what I mean by stabilization is, so when we mill the road and we get it down to the dirt, you'll see us with a full water truck driving. And what we're looking for is, while this heavy water truck is driving over the road, is the road what we call pumping. So you can watch the tire, they go real slow, and you can watch the tire and you can actually see the dirt and stuff move. You don't want to ever have it to move.
Got it.
So if it does move, that's when we have to bring in the concrete dust and stabilize the ground, where we like really rip into it, throw the concrete dust in, water it, and then we come in and grade it. And when it's all done, it's literally like being on cement at that point. So that's one way that can slow us up. The other thing, of course, is Mother Nature, which Mother Nature is undefeated. I will watch the weather closely, and we will get any updates out to everybody. But the biggest thing is I don't know.
Right.
In past, this time that we have chosen to do this, we should beat the monsoon season. Monsoon season usually starts after the 4th of July. We should be done well before that. But again, everything's got to line up right. But I feel like I told Clark this morning, we had a meeting this morning, and I said, I don't want to jinx myself, so I knocked on wood, but I feel really good about this project. I really, really, I love the schedule. I love what we're going to be doing. Leisure World Boulevard is going to be like open. It's almost like what's that operation? Remember the operation game where you try not to hit the sides of it?
Right.
So we're going to try not to tear up too many irrigation lines, maybe not hit any. All of our main lines come in through Leisure World Boulevard from the city. So we really, really have to be careful, and we will. We have drawings for everything, but you can have drawings and you can have still, the blue stick and still hit it. Yeah, so.
And as far as updates, people, as long as you're watching your e-blasts, the facilities e-blast goes out on Wednesdays at 10 a.m. Usually, sometimes it's a little bit later, but keep watching your email. It's called the Operations News Blast. And then there's a button that says Facilities, and that will have all of this, the schedule, I'm sure, any updates, any things. And if you're not getting those emails, feel free to send communications an email, and we will get that fixed for you.
And we should have the maps this week like we always put up. So our plan is to put up the maps, and the schedule will be on the maps at admin building, Rec 2 in the as you come in the foyer right there, and in Rec 3 as you go into the pro shop. That those will have maps, and we'll also place the maps digitally on the website, and I think we've planned to put them up in the right corner where the capital contribution stuff is at. So those are out, and if you have any questions, please call Angie or myself, and we'll get answers for you.
Sounds like a plan. We're excited. I think it'll be exciting when it's done, I'm sure.
Yes, that's the biggest thing, because if it goes all well, I may get to have a summer vacation. So
we'll keep our fingers crossed for you. Thank you, Justin.
All right. Thank you, Carmen.